Hello students, welcome back. So today we'll start with the new chapter, that is structure of atom. As many of the things about the structure of atom you are already aware from your previous class. Okay, so in this chapter we'll talk about that what is actually the structure of the atom, that atom is made up of which kind of substance, what are the different that models which has been given by the different scientists regarding the structure of atom. Okay, and then we'll see the different principles what is actually present inside the atom. Okay, so whatever you have learned till now from 9th standard that about that matter it consists of smallest number of particles, and that particles are atoms. Okay, and according to Dalton's atomic theory, you have studied that atoms of the same elements they are having same properties, and atoms of the different elements they are having different properties. This you have studied. So Dalton was not able to explain all these things because later on it has been found that atoms of the same element they can have different properties as well, and atoms of the different elements can have same properties as well. That later on will come to know in the form of isotopes, isotones and isobars and all. Fine. So, and later on it came into existence that atom is divisible, because earlier it was no longer divisible. Now it can be divisible into its subatomic particles that are known as fundamental particles. So let's see those fundamental particles. So, structure of atom. Atom consists of what? Atom consists of three fundamental particles. Okay, that you know it's electron, protons and neutron. Before that, let's see that how it comes to know that what are atoms, and who has discovered that, who has given the name atom or electron and all. So let's see that in 1830, Michael Faraday carried one experiment using electricity, and he has also given the laws, Faraday's laws of electrolysis. But he has discovered that by passing electricity, the compound is getting decomposed into its constituent ions. For example, when from aqueous solution, when NaCl it is in the molten state, electricity is passed, then sodium in the form of metal and chlorine gas is getting evolved. Okay, this is at cathode and this is at anode. Okay, on passing electricity. Fine. Then in 1874, G.J. Stoney, he has given the name for atoms of electricity, that is known as electrons. Okay, so this scientists they have worked on the atoms of electricity. Then on passing electricity, that this is particular compound is getting decomposed due to the atoms which are present inside them. So in 1874, G.J. Stoney has given the name for the atoms of electricity, that is the electrons. So now let's see, the atom can be divisible into three types of fundamental particles. Let's see one by one who has discovered these particles. So atom, okay, it is having three subatomic particles. First is electron, second protons, third is neutron. Okay, electrons discovered by, actually name was given by G.J. Stoney, but J.J. Thomson, discovered by J.J. Thomson in 1898, and protons discovered by E. Goldstein in the year 1886, and neutron was discovered by J. Chadwick in the year 1932. Discovered by. Okay, now we'll see what are its definitions. So all these are fundamental particles. Fundamental particles. There are other fundamental particles are also present, which are found to be present inside the atom, that are positron, then and some other particles are also there. So, but their mass is negligible. That's why they are not to be considered, because the whole mass of the atom is considered on the protons and neutrons. That's why. So let's see one by one what is electron, protons and neutron. So electron, it is defined as the fundamental particle in an atom having unit negative charge and has mass which is equal to 1/1837 to that of mass of an hydrogen atom. So this is the definition of electrons, that it is defined as a fundamental particle in an atom having unit negative charge and has mass which is equal to 1/837 to that of the mass of an hydrogen atom. Now let's see the mass and charge present on the electron. So mass of an electron is equal to 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 28 gram, or in kg 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kilogram. And the charge on electron is equal to 1.60 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Okay, so coulomb will come. Coulomb, the term is, we know that the charge is measured in coulombs. So this is charge on one electron. Fine. So this is about the electron, and all these are also known as subatomic particles of the atom. Subatomic particles. Now let's see about what is proton. What are protons? Proton is defined as It is defined as the fundamental particle present in an atom having unit positive charge and has mass equal to that of hydrogen atom. Okay, so mass of proton is equal to, then charge on proton is equal to. So charge on proton is same as that of the electron. but here it is positive, and the mass of proton is 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram, or in kilogram 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 27 kilogram. So this is about the mass of proton and the charge on proton. Okay, so these values we should remember. So it's the same, only instead of negative unit positive charge, but mass is equal to that of the hydrogen atom. Okay, it is related to its discovery. Fine. Now let's see the last one. Last one is neutron. Neutron is very simple, as we know that it is not having any charge. Neutron, it is defined as the universal, all these are also known as universal fundamental particle of the atom, fundamental particle of an atom, universal fundamental particle of an atom having mass but not having charge. So it is not having any charge, it is neutral. Okay, it is neutral in nature. So it is not having any charge, and the mass is equal to, that is 1.675 into 10 to the power minus 24. Mass of neutron is equal to 1.675 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram, or 1.675, it's almost nearly equal to proton only. Okay, so this is about the electrons, protons and neutrons. Now let's see the symbolic representation of all three. So these are the three fundamental particles that are present in the atom. Okay, so atom is made up of all these three fundamental particles. This is represented by E minus. This is represented P positive, small p positive, and neutron like this. Okay. So now after this, now we know what are electrons, what are protons, what are neutrons. So now on the basis of this, we will define atomic number, atomic mass. Fine. So let's see properties of, you can say, the atom. Let's start with atomic number, which is represented by capital Z. And Moseley has, like in 1913, Moseley has calculated. Moseley, who has given the periodic table also, new periodic table. Moseley has calculated the exact number of protons present in the atom on the basis of the experiment. Fine. So atomic number Z is found to be equal to number of protons. Okay, which is also equal to number of electrons in an atom. Fine. So Z is equal to what? Number of protons is equal to number of electrons. Fine. So this is equal to this. But atomic number, which gives the value of the number of protons, and this number of protons also defines the atomic number, okay, and the number of electrons also. So whatever the number of proton is there, that is also determining its number of electrons that is present in that particular atom. But this number of electrons and number of protons is not equal in all the cases. There is a condition that in which case it will be equal. So it will be equal only in which case? In neutral atom. Neutral atom, number of protons and number of electrons will be equal. But if say let's consider if the atom is not neutral, it's an ion. Then what will happen? Then atomic number will not get affected because it is equal to the number of protons. And if species is not neutral, so it is only affecting its electrons. In case of ion, okay, say cation and anion. We know that cation, they formed by loss of electrons. This is formed by gain of electrons. So that is, you can say that number of protons remain same. Here also number of protons remains same. Fine, but electrons will change. Here number of electrons, as we are seeing loss of electrons, so number of electrons decreases. And here number of electrons, it is gain, formed by gain of electrons, so number of electrons increases. We'll see with the help of example. For example, let's consider sodium ion. Okay, its atomic number is Z is 11. So number of protons is equal to, in case of sodium is 11, electrons also 11. But in case of sodium ion, Z is same 11, protons are same 11, electrons are not 11, now it is 10. So this is the difference. In case of cation, number of electrons are decreasing. That's why protons are more, that's why cation having positive charge on it. Similarly, we can consider the example for anion. Example, let's say chloride, chlorine, Z is 17. So number of protons is equal to 17, electrons also is equal to 17. But in case of chloride ion, Z is 17, protons are 17, but electrons are not 17, as it has gained 1 electron, so it is 18. So now electrons are more in number as compared to protons. That's why we can say that anions, they are negatively charged species. That's why they are carrying negative charge, because negative charge is more as compared to positive. So this is about the ions. That number of protons will remain same, but electrons will not remain same. The electrons will be equal to the number of protons only in case of neutral atom. So in case of ion, that is not a neutral atom. Okay, so this is about atomic number. Atomic number is a characteristic property of atom which is fixed for each and every atom, every element, as you know. So this you have to learn. On the basis of this only the whole periodic table is made. Okay, so now let's talk about mass number. What is mass number? Atomic number we have seen. Mass number, it is represented by capital A. Fine. And it is equal to the number of protons plus number of neutrons. As we are saying that the whole mass of the atom is concentrated on protons and neutrons. Okay, because electrons, they are just moving around it. The electrons are not present inside the atom. They are just revolving around the atom in circular orbit. That will come to know when we will study about the models and all. Models of the atom. So A is equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons. Okay, so number of protons, can we say that it is Z, that is atomic number. So can we substitute Z plus number of neutrons. So here we can easily calculate number of neutrons by subtracting atomic number from the atomic mass. So this is the formula for the calculation of number of neutrons. Fine. Now from all these things, protons, number of protons, number of electrons and number of protons, neutrons, we can easily calculate, you can say determine the composition of the atom. Because what is the atom? Atom consists of all these fundamental particles, so we can easily calculate the composition of the atom. So let's see what is the composition of atom. composition of an atom. Fine. So Z we know, atomic number equal to number of protons equal to number of neutrons in case of neutral species. Fine. Secondly, we can say that atomic mass is equal to Z plus number of neutrons. So let's consider one example and we'll apply this concept. Let's take example of magnesium. For anyone we can take magnesium. Its atomic number is 12. Its mass number is 24. Fine. One more thing we'll say in this only we'll see the composition of an atom only. How to represent an element with the help of its atomic number and mass number. Say X is any element. Okay. So on the lower left hand side, on both the things we have to represent on the left hand side. So on the lower left hand side we'll be taking its atomic number. Fine. And on the upper left hand side we'll be taking its atomic mass. So this is the way for representing an element. Representation of an element with the help of its atomic number and mass number. Fine. Now let's calculate. Z is 12. So number of protons for magnesium is 12. Number of electrons are also 12. Number of neutrons is equal to what? Let's say A minus Z. A is 24 here. That is mass number. Let's write A here. Minus 12. So this is also 12. So here all the fundamental particles are 12 in number. Protons 12, electrons 12, neutrons 12. So in this way you can easily calculate what are number of protons, number of electrons and number of neutrons. Now on the basis of this, that how many how protons, electrons and neutrons, they differ in their species. In one of the species it will remain constant. So on the basis of that we'll define the atoms into three different types of species, or you can say 4 different types. Let's see. You can say that it is the property of an atom. Okay, or under composition only we can study. So that is isotopes, isobars and isotones. Okay, so let's study one by one. Isotopes, as the name suggests, iso word is there. Iso means same. Okay, so isotopes, these are defined as, these are the atoms of the same element. Now if the element is same, it means atomic number will be same. Atoms of the same element having same atomic number, that is Z, but different mass number, that is A. For example, let's say chlorine, atomic number is 17, but mass number is different. One chlorine is 35 and one is 37. So see, mass number is different. So the properties will be same. So this is not fulfilling the Dalton's atomic postulated. Atoms of the same element having same properties, but the properties will be different because these are isotopes. Because mass number is different, so the composition will be different, so the properties will be different. Then another example of hydrogen we can say 111 is atomic number, so 1, 2, 3. So these are the 3 isotopes of hydrogen. This is known as protium, as you know. This is deuterium and this is tritium. Protium, deuterium and tritium. More examples are also there. So many examples are there. Carbon isotopes are there, 12, 13, 14. Nitrogen are there, 14, 15. Okay, nitrogen. 14 is the, sorry, 7 is the atomic number, 14 and 15. So many examples are there. So this is isotopes, that is the atoms of the same element having same atomic number but different mass number. Now let's talk about the next term, that is isobars. Again, iso means same. All the three terms carrying iso word, iso means always same. Isobars. These are the atoms of the different elements now. Different elements. It means atomic number is different. Different elements, atomic number will be different. Different elements having different atomic number but same mass number, opposite of that of the isotope. Same mass number, that is A will be same here. Okay, so Z different, A same. So means mass number is same. So but elements are different. Okay, now you'll find their properties will be, you can say somehow they will interrelate. So let's consider the example of argon, calcium, potassium. Atomic number is 18, this is 19, this is 20, but their mass is same. So this is the example of isobar. Other examples are also there. Okay, so these are the isobars. Now let's see what are isotones. So here Z is different means number of protons are different. Atomic mass is same. Sorry, mass is same. It means number of protons, plus neutrons, they are same. Okay. Total in combination. Now let's see the isotones. What are isotones? Isotones are the atoms of the different elements having same number of neutrons. So their mass number will also be different and their atomic number will also be different because they are the atoms of the different elements. Fine. So Z and A both are different, but their difference will be same. A minus Z, this same, this is same. Okay, for example, carbon, nitrogen and oxygen. Okay, this is 6, 7, 8, 14, 15 and 16. You just calculate the difference. Here difference is 14. A minus, for carbon, A minus Z is equal to what? 14 minus 6, 8. 15 minus 7, 8. 16 minus 8. So this ratio is coming out to be same. So that's why these are known as isotones. Okay, I hope it's clear to everyone what are isotones. So now let's talk about the last one, which is different from all. Before that, we'll see that protons and neutrons together, they are known as nucleons. What are they known as? Nucleons. Together they are known as nucleons. Next we will see isoelectronic species. Isoelectronic species. Now iso, again iso word is coming. So same, it means same. As the name suggests, electronic. So electrons are same here. Okay. So these are those species which contains same number of electrons present in an atom. Means electrons are same now. Okay, number of electrons are same. For example, let's consider Na positive, N3 minus, Mg2 positive, aluminium 3 positive, etc. Let's find it out. Sodium, atomic number is 10, so electrons are 10 here. Sorry, atomic number is 11. 1 electron is getting lost. Nitrogen, atomic number is 7. 3 electrons it is gaining. Number of electrons are 10. Magnesium, atomic number is 12. Losing 2 electrons, electrons are 10. Aluminium, atomic number is 13. Losing 3 electrons, so again 10. So all these are having C. In their ionic form, they contain same number of electrons. So it means all these are isoelectronic species. Isoelectronic species. Fine. So this is all about the structure of atom, that is about the composition of the atom, that which contains electrons, protons and neutrons, and the properties which are based on it. In somehow you can say in some cases protons are different, neutrons are different, then accordingly. Okay. So I hope it's clear to everyone till here. Fine. So till then, thank you and have a nice day.